Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Saturday, March 15th, a very windy March 15th, 2025. Today, we are going to be time traveling back to the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, back to those Y2K days for Totally Rad Vintage Fest. Today at the Wisconsin State Fair Park, Totally Rad Vintage Fest, March 15th. Step into a time warp of style and nostalgia at Totally Rad Vintage Fest. Our vendors specialize in iconic clothing, accessories from the 80s, 90s, and Y2K eras, while also offering a selection of records, toys, video games, home goods, and more. Your complete nostalgic shopping experience. I thought the coffee was gonna totally move when this gust of wind just came through. Price of admission looks like $12 and maybe $8. Well, that's advanced. So $12 for the day, and it's not just gonna be in Milwaukee. Here is their upcoming schedule, starting off in Cleveland and going all the way down to Las Vegas, June 14th. Current temperatures 62 degrees, feels like 49. I'm glad I wore a sweatshirt, and it's gonna be a very windy day today. And right at one of the pavilion entrances to the State Fair, I can see straight ahead the Totally Rad Vintage Fest. This is the right parking. I wasn't confident. I thought I had to go down a little bit more, but yeah, just right over in that direction is actually the last place when we were here. We went to the Pet Expo. This is gonna be at the exact same place. So yeah, I think it's $8 or $10 for parking. And a little inside of the State Fair, some of the livestock barns. You have the cattle barn over here, sheep and goat, and the sign heading us this way. Okay, there was another entrance. This is where we entered the last time we were here, and I think the pavilion's that building straight ahead. Might be up to the right, but it's good to know. Let's let this person go. That there was two different ways to get in. Kind of worlds colliding here. Kind of worrying that I wouldn't be able to find a spot to park. There are a ton of cars, like all that parking lot we just drove through, and they just have like this area, and I'm not sure if they expand it, because a lot of people were leaving, and you can see people heading out this way. It did open up a couple hours ago, but I don't know what they do, if they expand it that direction, or you know, I was afraid if I kept going that way, it would lead me out right to the street. We're headed this way. A few weeks ago, my buddy Evan texted me and said that Comic-Con was happening, and this is the exact same place where Comic-Con takes place, and pretty much everything for the winter, the fall months, early spring, I suppose, leading up to, you know, other venues happening once the weather warms up. But yeah, I'm really excited to check out Totally Rad Vintage Fest. Complete different shopping experience, plus there's gonna be a ton of other goodies here. All right, looks like it's a Wristbands Required, $13 to get in. There was a special, maybe if I would have ordered online it would have been $12, but nonetheless $13. Gonna put the wristband on. All right, Totally Rad Vintage Fest, Wristbands Required. It's been a while since we did a Wristbands Required video. I'd have to add that to the description. Throw this piece out. All right, entering in Totally Rad Vintage Fest. So they have it totally closed off. Coming in, all the doors around the corner were closed. So there's one way in, and here we go. First time seeing it. Now there's gonna be a ton of vintage clothing here, tees starting at $10, and a giant skeleton Bart Simpson, or a skeleton wearing a Bart Simpson mask. Booths with different types of clothing. We'll get right in there. Look at some of these old 90s jerseys. Remember when the Colorado Avalanche, the first year, mid-90s, Buffalo Bills. Is that Allen Iverson? Did Juwan Howard play for the Denver Nuggets? Yeah, it would have been number 5. I don't remember that. Gosh, I am like so removed from sports. The Rambo First Blood and the cool cigarettes. We have some old VHS. I just watched Wayne's World last night. Look at this. Oh, and they have a charging station over here. Pretty cool idea. Okay, now this is a really cool Tupac shirt. $60. So the one thing about, you know, the vintage apparel is it holds its value. I just bought that Bo Jackson t-shirt from 1991. I paid $65 for it. So all these shirts that we had, you know, in the 90s, like this is right up my, didn't have the marijuana leaf, I'd probably get it. But yeah, right up my alley, $60. Oh my gosh, look at that David Robinson. I mean, here are shirts that I haven't seen in, gosh, 30 plus years. Camel cigarettes. Like this is one of those freebies you would get. Like I got a USA like Olympic coat out of like cornflakes, same material. Like is that Camel Joe? Was that his name? Mickey Mouse. There's Stone Cold Steve Austin, another one. Oh my gosh, the Brady Bunch. Starter has made their way back, but I have not seen. I just saw it now. Logo 7. Like I remember, like it was Logo 7. It was Starter, all early 90s. Holy cow. Okay, they have the first iPhone here from 2007, the HTC Dream, 2008, Blackberries. I never had a Blackberry, the Nokia. One of my favorite first cell phones was a Nokia. Of course, the Motorola flip phone. Antenna comes out. And of course, the Zach Morris phone. Look at this, early 1980s, and the briefcase phone. That is crazy. The Pixel Pioneers, gaming accessories of the 80s and 90s. We have the Power Glove from Nintendo. I remember getting this 1989 Christmas. The Nintendo Super Scope 6, 1992. I did not have this. Or Nintendo Robot Ron, 1985 Virtual Boy. This one's probably, I mean, all of them are probably just like outrageously expensive, but yeah, I'm sure this goes for probably the most out of everything. Okay, the Burger King Pokemon Container 1999, recalled 2000, so definitely probably rare having that. Skydancers 1994, recalled 2000. This is the play at your own risk. Toys from the 80s and 90s. Sock'em Boppers 1991. I can see that being a little bit of an issue. Look at the rollerblade Barbie. Ken. 1992. They were recalled the same year they came out. The Easy Bake Oven. Cabbage Patch Kids.
You still have those.
You know what? I had the Pogo Ball. 1980s. Okay, what are these? Hit Clips music players. Personal Player 2000. I don't remember. Maybe you know, this may be a little bit, but yeah. I don't really recall seeing these. Gosh, I mean, that just seems like a lifetime ago. The first iPod, 2001. And the Nintendo Game Boys, the classic 1989, color 1998, advanced 2001, SP 2003. The only one I had was the OG. Some good photo ops here. The Malibu Radical Vintage Fest, like the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Barbie, and Radical Man. Okay. And another good photo op here, the Totally Rad at the concert. Gold Tweety Bird, check out the Wu-Tang t-shirt. That is pretty cool. I wasn't a Bulls fan, but I had this shirt. Some old school WWF shirts. Check out talking about the Dream Team, check out the Dream Team t-shirt here. And another one here, Magic and Bird. Oh, look at this Wolverine shirt. It's $300. You ever had a pair of Umbro soccer shorts? Oh, the 90s neon hats. Yes. Back in the 90s, this would have been an automatic buy for me. One of my first Phoenix Suns hats, $20 for this one, was probably this hat right here. It's a starter. Beavis and Butthead, San Jose Sharks. At $90. Old school Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh my gosh, the Beanie Babies. They are back. Yes, they are. They're here in 2025. $10 for this bag. Tough working your way through. You just kind of squeeze in, but this is totally worth getting in here for. Look at the Shaquille O'Neal shirt. $100. Orlando Magic. That is so cool. And then you have the Los Angeles Lakers from the 80s, $60. Stone Cold is big today. Not as big as Shaq. Just have a pile of clothes here. I wonder if it's just like all the same price. There was there was a shirt over here. Look at the Sega soccer jersey. Oh my gosh, the Raiders were so big. Early 90s, like the LA Raiders. Total LA Raider vibe. Another nice photo op here. Little Pound Puppies. Anthem Notebook. A bunch of good ones. You have the Garbage Pail Kids. A bunch of different Garbage Pail Kids. Pokemon. Buffy. E.T. That is great. Oh, look at Face Off. All different movies with it's pretty cool. I'll have to find something that I'll use for notes. Just gotta find the right one. And here is the owner and creator, Stuck on You. QR code for Instagram, Facebook, the website, any of these notepads over here. Really cool. Oh my gosh, sweating to the oldies. That is funny. Oh, Kelly was really hooked on that video. Claims that's the best workout video she's ever done. Oh, so cool. The Disney transportation. We have the monorail, Mark Twain, and the bus. All right, now we're talking. We have the vintage arcade over here. We have Super Nintendo going on. Old iMac TV screen. Very cool. Seeing a Frogger cocktail cabinet. Sega Dreamcast. NES. Looks like what the N64 over here. Got to the beginning of the Midwest Gaming Classic, which is in a couple of weeks, and little sneak peek of it right here at the totally Rad Vintage Fest. We've all had that. It just sums up everything right there. Bookmarks right here. Captain America. Got Pluto. Look at Batman on the other side. My favorite render of Batman. This page protected Batman and Captain America. Oh, the California raisins. Let's get this mug. Get that little rigid on the top. That is so cool. Those cups from our childhood. It's like perfect for like root beer floats. A render here of Superman and Batman. They have some comics here. Some different CDs. Got New Kids on the Block. One of those VHS tapes. Oh my gosh. And they're sealed. Sealed tapes. The Kids Club Ninja Turtles. You probably all had this one. Oh, Mr. Nanny. The Hulkster. Can't Buy Me Love. These are classics. National Lampoons. Loaded Weapon. Oh my gosh, the Hulkster pin. Look at Captain Planet. This might be a thumb wrestler. Luke Skywalker. Some very old action figures. Voltron. $18. There's Rambo. Spider-Man Muscle Meter. Sick Week. Sissy. Tough and Ape. Really cool. It looks like a Burger King or a Happy Meal prize. We have CDs for $5. Ooh, cassette tapes. I have not seen cassette tapes. Remember those days at like Sam Goody and you know Camelot Music? Like there were still cassette tapes. Like worst option was, okay, they don't have my CD. I'm gonna get a cassette tape. You're like, are you kidding me? You're gonna buy a cassette tape? Okay, nowadays we're always looking at coffee mugs. We'll see if there's anything that, I thought that was Garfield for a second. Look at this Dr. Pepper cup. Another one of those old school cups. We have Elf. Pez in here. I feel empty. The Cran Pez. Oh, there. Oh my gosh, it's $26. Boys in the Hood, South Central, Los Angeles, South Central LA. Looks like one of the Chuck E. Cheese prize packs. Looks like the newer Chuck E. Cheese too, not something from like the 80s. I thought these were one of those slap rulers. Remember those? They still have like slapsticks, but if they had like a slap ruler, I'd probably give in. My gosh, it's a Trapper Keeper. They have two of them. They have two Trapper Keepers. That is awesome. There's a folder in there. How much does it cost? 18 bucks, not bad. There's a Barney from the Andy Griffith Show. Seems like we all had a Taz shirt, at least one Taz shirt in our lifetime. We have some more VHS. Is this Demolition Man? It sure is. Gotta do a balancing act here. Double Team, as cheesy as it is, one of my favorite Van Dammes. You have Dennis Rodman. Saw that in the theater. That is a good one. Gosh, you have Dumb and Dumber, The Abyss, Rain Man, The Sixth Day. It's classics. Oh my gosh, we all had these. We all had these containers.
See, for me, I'd be like
many products here. Shaving cream, a grocery bag, E.T. for $35, Billy Idol, 50, Yoshi Frisbee. I was gonna say there were things for toys, so not a lot, but this booth has. I'll try to get in there. Has a ton of goodies and video games. Dr. Octopus. Some of these old lunch boxes, thermoses. We have Snoopy. Or you could put it right inside of there. Gosh, those were the days. Taking your lunch. I had a Rambo lunchbox, so it's just like this. It was red, but it had Rambo First Blood Part 2 on the front. Some handhelds. There's Mario, Game Boy, and some Sega Genesis cards. Old Tiger handhelds, Pit Fighter, basketball. There's the Jurassic Park. WWF, Kane. Over the Top, I just watched that the other night. It is probably the best Canon movie. I know you could argue Masters of the Universe, but Over the Top, my favorite Canon Pictures film. They have a switch here, a little high, 245. I mean, I bought mine a little bit more than that brand new. So yeah, this was the Rambo on my lunchbox. So cool. Got RoboCop, these Transformers. Wow, there's RoboCop. Trying to find it. Is there the original Optimus Prime? I don't think so. The colors are different, but you have the trailer. I'd love to just open that up right now. Oh, a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers pinball machine. Oh my gosh, they have the Thunder Tank here. I never had the Thunder Tank. There's Panthro, he's got his nunchucks. They don't have the chain on there. I had Panthro, but I did not have the Thunder Tank. Look at this, $285. I could just stand here the rest of the time here, just admire this. I think you could like lay down another figure in the inside. I remember it being bigger, but that was 1986. There's a 007. Like, you can't find a toy gun like this anymore. There's Crash Bandicoot. Wow, there's the Punisher, Mickey Mouse phone, it's Jaws, Wolverine. This is the Spider-Man punching bag. I was just telling the vendor who had the Thunder Tank, don't ever sell it. Yogi Berra, hey, hey, hey. It's like Fat Albert. I don't know. I guess he would say the same thing when he was talking to Boo Boo. I love that old retro shirt. I had a Phoenix Suns. It was a T-shirt, but it was just like all mashed together. Old Chicago Blackhawks jersey. The Bucks. Like back then in the day, you know, like the T-shirts at the game, like they'd have like something set up like this, and you'd always convince your parents to buy you that shirt. Totally Rad Vintage Fest. I didn't know what to expect. Just kind of staring at everything from afar. It is like intense shopping. I just would like to show up at the end of the day and see what is left, because people mean business. Like, I have just seen people go from exhibit to exhibit and just like pile on as much as they could. Mostly clothing. I mean, for the most part, it's all like, depending on if you attend a vintage fest, at another city, this is probably what to expect. There are some, you know, some venues that, you know, like what we saw, you know, the toys, some collectibles, like that's what kind of like pulls me in is seeing that stuff. But it is cool seeing the clothing, but it is pricey. Like it costs a lot of money if you're gonna dress, you know, like you did in the 90s. Oh, and they even have a Friends shirt, like look at this, a Ronald McDonald fish, the Hamburglar price tag on there. Yeah, those hats, the avalanche, just, I love it. I guess I would say it's mostly 90s stuff, early 90s. Old school Chicago Bulls, waiting to exhale. Oh my gosh, I had this shirt, so I think mine was a long sleeve, so Barkley versus Godzilla. If it was a large, I would, or extra large, I'd probably get it. It looks like a adult small. Bucks t-shirt, so that was the Phoenix Suns one that I had, so yeah, very cool. Shirts where they come through on the front and then on the back side, Chicago Bulls and then Smith. Okay, they have the E.T. awesome photo op, and then of course the Blockbuster, which is Radbuster. I'm gonna have to get a selfie right here by all these CRTs. Get the carpet. I want to thank everybody for watching. We went back in time to the 80s, the 90s, the Y2K days. We'll see you guys next time. The totally Y2K. These were cool. I was looking for these. I saw a Blockbuster one on the website. I'm like, where would those be? I figured they'd be in the back by the other photo ops, but no, right around the corner. You had to walk through here a couple of times to get a good feel for everything. You missed so much. You almost have to go through, you know, 2-3 times. So a Homer Simpson mask on a Ninja Turtle body, right down from Bart. AC Bikers, yeah, I don't know if I've ever saw those before. Batman Returns. It's my favorite render of Batman. A T2 Heavy Metal Cycle. It's like the DC superheroes, a mini penguin. Comes with a comic. We have follow-up to the original Superpowers line. Looks like they're all Penguin, Flash, Steel, Wonder Woman, Joker, the Secret Wars Turbo Cycle. That's the other one. I never had either one of these vehicles. So it's Captain America's. $40. It's not too bad. It's just Batman hat. The Doom Cycle, okay. Dick Tracy. So was this the original Iron Man? Oh, it is. So the new toy line. That's where they got this idea. I don't even remember. It must have been. So Toy Biz was obviously like the 92, 94 range. Heathcliff, Lunchbox, Batman and Robin, Batman heat blowouts, birthday parties. Oh my gosh, we found a troll. Usually they find me a lot of trolls come to the channel once in a while, but this time I found one. The starting lineups. That is cool. Bat Signal Flash Gun. That is awesome. Look at Robin, Batman. That is really cool. They have some good stuff here. Okay, the DC superhero. So yeah, these, I remember getting these. I had all of them except, because it wasn't cool to have Wonder Woman back then. So I didn't have Wonder Woman. But yeah, this was, you know, we after Superpowers, they stopped making that line. It was Toy Biz. So Kenner stopped making Superpowers, and then this toy line came following Batman '89 movies. So really, Batman, they don't show him on here because he had the '89 movie with the Joker and then Bobby. So we didn't have a Batman. You'd have to get the Batman themed one. So that's why we don't see him on the back side. And then later figures came out like the Flash and Aquaman. Bonds, California Raisins, Ninja Turtle, Batman, cartoon kit. So it's one of those color farms, I'm guessing. Bo Jackson Pennant, Kirby Puckett. Those were the best, the big heads. So one, G.I. Joe, look at the old proton guns. $1 each for matches. Newport Pleasure Pack. Free sports sunglasses. $20. And some unopened packs of cards. After all these years, look at his nose right there. Still not open. So crazy. You know, if you get them, then you still can't open them. Like what? It'd be so hard to. You know, they've been. I remember the DC ones. They've been sealed for this long. Like something tells me all of these will always end up staying sealed. And leaving the same way we came in, going underneath. Inflatable. I think they did a pretty good job with everything. Still a lot of people coming in. You know, I was a little surprised when I saw the people leaving, but you know, you go around once or twice in there. I mean, you pretty much get the feel, kind of look for, you know, if you see something that sticks out at you, and I guess then that's kind of it. I think it was reasonable price to get in. Totally worth it. Totally rad. Like this, these people just gave up. They're just like, you know what? There's no spots. We're just gonna park right here. I mean, where do you go? I don't think they opened up any more. Kind of why I kind of focused on it when we got here. Where do you park? Like if there would have been more stuff in here, people would have stayed longer. I probably would have stayed a little bit longer. But after going through a couple of times, that's all the open spots. I mean, everything's just cars going around and round and round. It's a little aggravating. So yeah, I can understand why people just decided I'm parking right here.